Nowhere near is an English expression used to emphasize that something is far from a particular standard, expectation, amount, or location. It is commonly used to show a strong contrast between reality and what might have been expected. When someone says that something is nowhere near another thing, they mean the difference is large and noticeable. The phrase often appears in everyday conversation and writing because it adds emphasis and clarity when comparing situations, achievements, or measurements. The expression can be used when talking about distance or physical location. For example, if someone says, "The restaurant is nowhere near my house," they mean the restaurant is quite far away. It is stronger than simply saying something is not close. The phrase suggests a clear and obvious separation. In travel or navigation, people use it to quickly explain that a destination is significantly distant from a reference point. Nowhere near is also frequently used when discussing quality, performance, or achievement. For instance, a student might say, "My test score was nowhere near what I expected," which communicates disappointment and highlights the gap between expectations and reality. Similarly, in sports or business, people might say a team or company is nowhere near reaching its goals. In these cases, the phrase conveys strong contrast rather than a small difference. Another important use of nowhere near involves numbers and quantities. Someone might say, "The cost was nowhere near as high as I thought," which means the final price was much lower than expected. It can also work in the opposite direction, such as, "We are nowhere near finishing this project," meaning there is still a long way to go. The phrase adds emotional emphasis and helps listeners understand the degree of difference. The tone of nowhere near often depends on context and delivery. It can express disappointment, relief, surprise, or even humor. For example, a person might feel relieved if a medical bill is nowhere near as expensive as feared. On the other hand, someone might feel frustrated if their progress is nowhere near satisfactory. Because it expresses strong contrast, it helps speakers communicate emotions more clearly and vividly. Grammatically, nowhere near is usually followed by adjectives, adverbs, or comparative structures. It is often paired with assists to show comparison, such as "nowhere near as difficult as expected." The phrase is informal but widely accepted in both spoken and written English. Its flexibility allows it to fit naturally into many types of conversations, from casual dialogue to professional communication. In conclusion, nowhere near is a powerful expression used to highlight significant differences in distance, quality, quantity, or progress. It strengthens communication by emphasizing how far something is from a particular expectation or standard. Its frequent use in everyday language reflects its effectiveness in conveying strong contrast and emotional nuance. Understanding and using this phrase correctly can improve clarity and expressiveness in English communication.